Today we have a 4 question on pressure. So first one is a bottle is filled with water. A cap is put on the bottle and it is turned upside down. There is figure. There is no air inside the bottle. The area of the cap in contact with the water is 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. Area of this. The density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube and the gravitational field strength is 10 Newton per kg. The water produces a force on the cap. What is the value of this force? Water produces a force on the cap. And what is the value of this force? So we need to find out value of force. And we have a given, there is a height of h is equal to 0.30 meter. And we know when we exert a force downward, then we feel another force upward because of water. And that the force we need to find out is basically m into g force. Whenever we talk about force, there is a mass and acceleration. Here acceleration due to gravity. So we have a mass? No, we have no mass. So we can find out rho is equal to mass upon volume. So m becomes rho into v. So then our mass becomes rho into v, where rho is density and v is volume. Volume of what? Basically volume of what? Volume of water. Whenever we talk about force produced by water, then definitely we need to find out the volume of water. When we talk about mass, then we definitely talk about volume, that is also related to water. If rho is the density, that is we have, that means suppose we have rho 1000 kg per meter cube, and that is water density, and we have again volume. Volume is what? Basically water volume. And we have a already density. Then volume is what? Volume, here we are not talking about the complete volume of water. Here we are talking about the area where volume is mandatory. Suppose we have a container something like this, and there is a water. We are talking about basically this area, this cap, and there is also mentioned in question. We are just talking about this area, and this area is basically what whatever the volume of bottle will be mandatory with the volume of water. So volume of bottle is what? And we have a given the area of the cap in contact with the water is 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square, and we have a given area area is 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square, and this area is basically area of the cap, that is area of the cap which is in contact with water, contact with water. So we have an area and we also have a height. So area into height, that's become volume of water. So volume becomes area into H. We have an area 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 into 0.30. So it becomes 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter cube volume, and that volume is equal to volume of this. So 1000 into 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 4. That's become this. That is our M, basically mass. Now we need to find out force, that is F or B, buoyant force mg. So we have a mass thousand into 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 4 into 10. That is so we get, after cancel out, 1.2 Newton. When we cancel out this, we got a force, that is 1.2 Newton. Now in another question, we have a figure 1 and figure 2, and there is a meter here. Basically there is a meter to show the weight. There is a meter that show weight of this. Consider the following figure 1 and 2. In figure 1, the mass of body A is in air. Body A is in air basically, and that have a mass 0.2 kg. The mass of water container, that is water container that have a mass is 0.5 kg. So we just need to find out X when A is completely immersed in container B, and there is also some weight 0.15 kg. After immersed, there is also some weight. So we know, firstly we have a 0.2 kg plus water 0.5 kg, that's become 0.7 kg. There is no leakage of or displace of water in a container, no water displaced from container, so we have a weight, mass 0.7 kg, and we have a remaining mass. There is still some mass in meter, that is 0.15 kg. Then we need to find mass of this, mass of X. So complete mass we have a 0.7 minus of 0.15. When we subtract it, we got a result of 0.55 kg. That is the. Now we have another thing. Also find out how much force is exerted by A. Suppose firstly A is in air with a mass 0.2 kg, and when A is immersed in B, then A is exerting a force on B, and there is also exertion of force on A due to B. So firstly we need to find out how much force is exerted by A on B, and we know W is equal to mg, and we have a mass 0.2 kg, and acceleration, suppose we take 10, that's become 2 Newton. 2 Newton force is exerted by A on B, container B. Now again, then how much force is exerted by B on A? And we know when anything is immersed completely in something, whether it is liquid or air, that's our weight is greater than the weight of liquid or air. That means B is less than A. Force of B force of B is less than force of A. That means B is less than W. Weight of body and weight of liquid. That's still buoyant force. That weight is greater than B. That means weight is greater than B. So that means our B must be less than 2 Newton. Whatever force is exerted by B, that means by liquid, that is less than, must be less than 2 Newton. Less than 2 Newton. Less than 2 Newton force. B has a less than 2 Newton force. And whenever we are talking about how much force is exerted by B, we can't simply say that we have a weight 0.5 kg. The container B has a weight 0.5 kg. That is liquid inside container B, water. So we can't simply say that we have a mass 0.5 kg and acceleration 10. That means we have a 5 Newton. That is more than the weight of body. Body weight is just 2 Newton and container, whatever in the container where liquid is basically, and that's a weight 5 Newton. That is greater than, that will never immerse A. So basically we just talking about the area of this, and that is just related with volume of this. Whatever volume of this is equal to whatever volume of this. We just in previous question we already discussed about this. So whatever volume of this is just mandatory with the volume of this. To find out the force exertion by B on A. So then firstly we need to find out volume of A. Volume of A, to find out the force exertion by the B, and there is also density. We just know mg, and rho is what, basically mass per volume, and we know F is equal to mg, and we don't know this time what is the mass of, then we just relate m is equal to rho into B, and we know water density is 1000 kg, and we just need to find out volume, and no volume of this, so it has also rho into mass is equal to rho into V, and here there is mass 0.2 kg, but there is no rho. If we have a rho, then we definitely find out the volume. Rho is equal to mass upon V, and we have a V is equal to m by rho. That's mean 0.2 upon rho. We find out what is the volume of this. If we have a density of this, what is the density of this? We simply find out what is the volume of this, and that's volume is equal to, that's mean volume of A is equal to volume of B, and that's we need to find out M, and that's we give rho into B into 10 G, and we have also 1000. We just need to find out volume of A. In another question, a tank 3 meter long, 1 meter wide, and 0.5 meter deep is filled with wire which weigh 12,000 Newton. What is the pressure on any of three adjacent faces of tank due to wire? And first one is this, and what is the pressure of any three adjacent faces of tank due to wire at a time? That means even a single period there is the exertion of pressure on container also on tank by all the three faces of wire. So here firstly we find out a tank is 3 meter, B is 1 meter, and H is 0.5 meter, and weight 12,000 Newton is given. What is the pressure on and three adjacent faces of tank due to wire? And tank is basically a cube type structure. So not a cube, there is a cuboid. There is a dimension of cuboid, so we can't consider cube. All are different dimension, so that doesn't matter. We generally talk about L into B, L into H, and B into H. That is the adjacent faces. Firstly, we consider about it. So first we find out L into B. L into B is what? Area basically. L into B, that's 3 into 1, that is 3 meter square. And we know what is the pressure? P is equal to F by A. And we know while weight is 12,000 Newton, that means force is 12,000 Newton. And area is 3. That's become P is equal to 4,000 P. For bottom and top face. It is for bottom and top face. Bottom or top face. For L into B. Now we find out another face. When L into H. Front faces. L into H, and we have a L 3 into 1, that is 3 meter square area, and we know F by A 3 into 1, not 1, 0.5. So that's become 1.5 meter square. So we have a 12,000 Newton upon 1.5 meter square area. That's become 8,000 P Pascal. Now another for side faces, where B into H area. B is what? 1 and H is 0.5. That's area is equal to 0.5. F P is equal to F upon A. Then P is equal to 12,000 Newton upon 0.5. And 24,000 Pascal. So smaller the area, greater the pressure. Smaller the area, greater the pressure. And when we talk about at a time of exertion of pressure on a tank due to liquid, so there is something in, suppose we have a container and there is liquid inside the container. Then what is the pressure exerted by the liquid? Suppose when we talk about this area, face L into B, then there is a pressure of 4,000. There is a pressure of 4,000 due to liquid. But when we talk about this pressure, When we talk about front pressure outside, so we just need to relate to it that if all the pressure are combined together, then what the pressure is exactly exert on tank due to hole, because we have a boundary of this and we have some liquid, then what the pressure on tank due to this, due to this, in every area and every part of area there is a pressure. So we can find out some method to the pressure exertion of part, and we have just find out separately of phases. Just suppose we have a L into B in bottom for a bottom, and suppose we rotate the tank. Now there is a, when we turn it down, then there is a front face that now becomes the bottom face. So this will exert that of pressure, and when we turn it, kept it on a side faces, then we got a pressure of like this. So we have basically talk about separately, not completely. Now we have another question. Two cubes are made from same material. On one cube has a side that are twice as long as the other, standing on one face. The small cube exerts a pressure P upon W by A, where A is the area of the face. What is the pressure exerted by the larger cube standing on one of its face? And basically we have a cube, we have a two cube like this, we have a two cube. And one is smaller and one is greater cube, and with a, suppose it has a length x, then it has a length 2x, and that is standing on a one face. Suppose this face, it will exert a pressure P is equal to W by A, where A is the area. Area is basically what? X into X. And W is what? Basically weight, force, we can say. and we have another cube of length 2x. Now we need to find out pressure, and we know we have a cube which is twice of another cube in so we need to find out basically W is what? Basically mg into x square, and we know rho is equal to mass upon volume. Rho is equal to mass upon volume, then mass is equal to rho into b, rho into b. So, and we know two cubes are made from same material. That means they have a same density. Suppose it has a density rho 1 and it has a density rho 2, that is equal to rho 1 is equal to rho 2, because they have same material. Now m is equal to volume is equal to what? Volume of cube is equal to what? 2x into whole cube. That's become 8x cube. And volume of this will be what? X cube. So mass of this become basically m is equal to rho into 8s cube. So we can say that we have a pressure P is equal to, and it has a area A is equal to x square, then it has a area 2x into 2x, that is 4x square. So whenever we talk about P is equal to W by P2 is basically mg upon area, mg upon area, and we know m is equal to 8x cube rho into 8x cube into 10, and area is basically 4x square. When we relate with this, P is equal to W upon A, then we got basically 8 times in volume, 8 times in force, and 4 times in area. From this we got, suppose it has it has a area mg, that is P is equal to W upon A. So mg upon A, that is mg upon x square, and it has a area 4 into x square. That means it is 4 times to this, and now it has a volume 8 into x cube, and it has a volume x cube. When we talk about this mg, we know m is basically what? Rho into v, and rho into v is what? S cube. So we got rho into s cube upon x square, and we got here rho into 8 into s cube upon x 4x square, that is, and there is also 10 g. So here we just got a 8 multiplication with w, and there is just multiplication with x square. Here all the things, that means when we separately write rho sq into 10 into 4 into x square is similar rho sq into 10 into x square, that is, we can write 8 upon 4, and that is what? W by A, and that is equal to P, that is equal to 8 upon 4, that is equal to P. Now that's become 2P, 4, 2, and then pressure is equal to 2P.